Hey guys, and welcome back. I am the Seven Swords, and we just got finished
Come to a lot
sleeping.
of her reading, did you?
Uh,
Sorry, pup. I'm
Cinema?
not quite in
The
the
security in Whiterun is
Oh.
terrible. Shameful is what it is.
When the heck did you start wearing a helmet? I didn't even recognize him. In the last episode we killed, well, we didn't kill, we helped, Singer, the werewolf of Folkreath, and got basically his legions. The reason she's back in Whiterun, Sarah wants to join the companions. She feels like the companions will teach her good with sword. She knows good magic, but she needs to be better at the sword. And this will teach her to be better with the sword. It'll teach her to be better with with her muscle instead of her mind. And it's time for her to start getting more well-rounded. Thanks, Bittercup, for pushing us in these weird directions.
Those two at it again?
Get him!
Just keep moving.
Kill him!
You'll wear them out.
Nice!
I'm not going to watch this whole thing because it goes on for a little bit.
Just keep swinging.
I think it's funny that it's just like a sudden fight breaks out, and that's the first introduction to the companions. Like, that is the companions at its best. Oh, looks like I dragged her in here by somehow. Why did I bring the other one down here then? There.
But I still hear the call of the blood.
We all do. It is our burden to bear. But we can overcome.
You have my brother and I, Otis. But I don't know if the rest will go along quite so easily.
Leave that to me.
I was told to see you if I wanted to join
A
the
stranger
companions.
comes to our hall.
I'd like to join the companions. Would you accept me?
Would you now? Here, let me have a look at you. Yes, perhaps. A certain strength of spirit.
Master, you're not truly considering accepting her.
I am nobody's master, Vilkas. And last I checked, we had some empty beds in your Vasker for those with a fire burning in their hearts.
Apologies. But perhaps this isn't the time. I've never even heard of this outsider.
Sometimes the famous come to us. Sometimes men and women come to us to seek their fame. It makes no difference. What matters is their heart.
And there are.
Of course. How are you in battle, girl?
I actually have a lot to learn. I'm not very good with the sword. I have some practice, but I'm mostly been relying on my magic so far to keep me safe.
That's the spirit. Vilkas here will get started on that. Vilkas, take her out to the yard and see what she can do.
Aye.
That's the truth. I wasn't really sure how she was going to answer that. I know the answers to all three of those, and I know which ones I like and which ones I don't. I definitely knew she wasn't going to be arrogant. The Bittercup might have her in its clutches, but she's still herself, and when it comes down to it, she's still not. She still doesn't like being arrogant. And she was never really arrogant, so I don't think arrogance was to be a thing. It's her lack of caring about other people when it comes to getting power, getting abilities. She starts to throw that away, and that was her worst quality.
The old man said to have a look at you. So, let's do this. Just have a few swings at me so I can see your form. Don't worry, I can take it.
Focus, listen, I'm trying to deal with dude.
Not that. Next time won't be so easy. You might just make it. But for now, you're still a whelp to us, new blood. So you do what we tell you. Here's my sword. Go take it up to Yorland to have it sharpened. And be careful. It's probably worth more than you are.
I like how he says that. I bet you this thing is nothing more than like a steel sword. I bet you it's not very impressive. I knew it. Yep, nothing more than a steel sword. I'm not a big fan of the way this quest starts because I'm not a big fan of like like she's Dragonborn. She's the Thane of Whiterun. She does all these things like this, like, and they're like, we haven't heard of you. It's like, really? It's like, do you guys live under a rock? And as I walk up to that door to see if I can interact with it, I can't even interact with it yet. Yeah. That's not really living under a rock, though. That's living under a forge. Oh, this is impressive.
What brings you here?
Vilka sent me with a sword. I'm new to the companions, and he wanted me to come up here and take care of this for him.
I'm guessing you're the newcomer then.
Yeah. Yeah, does Vilkas always send people up here?
Oh, don't worry too much about it. They were all whelps once. They just might not like to talk about it. And don't always just do what you're told. Nobody rules anybody in the companions.
Really? Someone's got to be in charge. There's got to be a leader. I thought Kodlak was.
Well, I'm not sure how they've managed it, but they have. No leader since Ysgramor. Kodlak is the harbinger, and he's a sort of advisor for the whole group. But every man is his own. Every woman her own.
Oh, cool. Are you part of the companions?
Not actually a companion myself, but none of them know how to work a forge properly, and I'm honored to serve them. My name is Iorlan Greymane. I work the Skyforge. Best steel in all of Skyrim. All of Tamriel.
I've heard stories about it. I gotta get going though. Gotta see if there's more work for me to do.
I have a favor to ask.
What's that?
I've been working on a shield for Aela. My wife is in mourning, and I need to get back to her soon. I'd be much obliged if you could take this to Aela for me.
Sure. I'd be happy to lend a hand.
Well done.
You have the option of being like, didn't you just tell me not to be doing everything for everybody? I kind of get the whole situation here. He's not like Vilkas told us to do this. He asked us if we could. We could have turned him down. I wouldn't have turned him down. I would never have turned him down because I personally don't like turning Iorlan down for anything because I personally love the guy. His wife's a little bit of a problem. We might do her quest eventually, but I don't know how to feel about her quest, so we might do it eventually.
When the Empire surrendered to the Altmerry Dominion, they shamed us all.
Vigner is also a character that I do not like. I also think he becomes Jarl if you side with the Stormcloaks. I don't know though, because I don't play the Stormcloaks very often, and usually when I do, the game breaks. It's like the game doesn't want me to play Stormcloaks either. That one character I wanted to play the Stormcloaks was my next attempt at playing the Stormcloaks. I do want to take a peek around in here real quick. I don't think she's going to steal anything. I think she's just curious. I know I knew I saw a Daedra card over here. That was one thing I was very curious about. Song of Humor, the Great Harbingers.
I hear you have spirit. This is good. You may yet join our numbers.
Aren't I part of the... maybe he just hasn't heard. I don't know if it's that he hasn't heard or if it's just one of those, like... Am I interrupting something?
If you wish to hunt with me, your feet need to be quick and your eyes quicker.
Okay. Iorlan sent me with your shield.
Ah, good. I've been waiting for this. Are you new here?
I told you.
I am.
This is the whelp that Vilkas mentioned.
Ah, yes. I heard you gave him quite a thrashing.
Don't let Vilkas catch you saying that.
Do you think you could handle Vilkas in a real fight?
I wouldn't. I probably could, but I'm not really one for boasting.
Ah, a woman who lets her actions speak for her. I knew there was something I liked about you. Here, let's have Farkas show you where you'll be resting your head.
Farkas. Did you call me?
Of course we did, Icebrain. Show this new blood where the rest of the whelps sleep.
New blood. Oh, hello. I'm Farkas. Come, follow me.
Sure. Nice meeting you too.
Ysgramor himself wouldn't have the patience to deal with all the rabble around here.
But they're good people. They challenge us to be our best.
Nice to have a new face around. It gets boring here sometimes. I hope we keep you. This can be a rough life. The quarters are up here. Just pick a bed and fall in it when you're tired. Tilma will keep the place clean. She always has. Alright, so here you are. Looks like the others are eager to meet you. Come to me or Ayala if you're looking for work. Once you've made a bit of a name for yourself, Skjor and Vilkas might have things for you to do. Good luck. Welcome to the Companions.
Thanks.
By the way, if you're looking for something to do, we've got trouble right here in Whiterun Hold. Nothing we can't handle.
Sure. What kind of trouble is it?
Bloodsuckers. Vampires. Take every precaution. One bite and you could end up as one of them.
Good point. Sure, yeah, I'll take care of it.
Excellent. Show them no mercy.
I'll deal with these rotten vampires. Alright, yep, just gonna go deal with those.
Some people don't think I'm...
Just gonna go deal with those vampires, excuse me.
My brother Vilkas is a better talker than me. He should be around someplace.
Oh, deal with these. Oh, they don't like vampires. I was afraid that that might be the case. It's okay, it's okay. Nobody knows I'm a vampire. People don't know. I'm just keeping a low profile, and it's fine. I could take care of them with my magic if I have to, but we're trying to get away from that here, so let's focus.
Divine smile on you, friend.
Gonna try and do no magic for this.
Heard they're reforming
Obviously,
the
it's one of
Dawn
those
Guard.
situations of
Vampire
if. Obviously, it's a situation if vampires show if I end up in a fight that I can't beat without vampires. Well, not without vampires. Without I got this bounty also while we were in the inn, so we might do that as well. It's killing a giant. Which, obviously she can kill a giant. It's not an easy kill, but killing a giant is easier than killing a, in some cases, killing a giant is easier than killing a bandit leader at this point. Because killing a bandit leader, we have to go through and kill all the bandits, and then the leader. 1 second. Scroll wheel must have affected my other screen for a moment, and I couldn't see my my audio mixer for the recording, so I wasn't sure if music and my voice was being captured properly, and I want to be able to see that, because it kind of bothers me if I can't. But we're gonna go kill, probably gonna go kill the dragon first, the giant first. I think it's this one. Might not be this one. This might be towards the bandits and. Or towards the vampires and the giants over there. Who knows? We also gotta kill that dragon eventually, but I think the way that Sarah sees it is like she's like, okay, yeah, there's a dragon to kill, but I also have other things I need to do. I also like how I accidentally hit Vulcus with fire just because it was what I was thinking of. She's definitely not going to not use fire against the giant. She's not ready for that. Vampires are going to be an interesting attempt to beat without her magic. Oh! And that is why I didn't see that other giant. We probably just got knocked back a fair, decent way. Yep, back to Whiterun. I will... we can see where it is. No big deal. But yeah. As far as the giants go, we're not doing hand-to-hand with the giant. Not gonna happen. But the vampires will be... I will be trying to stick to the no magicka, because they're part of the companion's quest. I might use... like I said, I'll use magic if we end up getting in over our heads. I don't want to deal with her dying. So, actually, where is that spell? Paralysis of the Void. I want to see if this works on them. I highly doubt it will, but if I could paralyze a giant, that'd be so cool. I also don't know if this is the area of effect or if this is a blast them. Apparently it's an area of effect, I think. It might not work on them. I don't know where that other giant is, though, and I'm kind of curious because he, like, literally ran up and just smacked me. Hey, it worked. Okay, I kind of understand it. Effects of fire. Holy moly, mammoth. Holy mammoth, magic mammoth. I do have to say, back when we were dealing with Hersey, I think this was a while ago. I think this was actually the previous episode, now that I think about it. It was the previous episode. I slept between episodes. But I think it's kind of funny how Hersey's like how a bear climbs a tree to escape the hunt. I don't think I've ever heard of a bear climbing a tree, being hunted or otherwise. So I'm like really like I don't understand that reference. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. I need to figure out if this is a little too loud, because I need to listen to this part again, because what the flip? I've never seen a werewolf pelt. Well, then again, the only werewolves I think I've ever seen in this game are Sinking, the members of the Companions, and the ones on Solstein. Like, you don't run into werewolves very often in this game. Ooh, Dragonbone. Heavy Warchief Bulwark. Nope, thank you. Oh, let's get Farron's welcome. Mental Blast, steel plate armor, a couple of other bits and bobs. That is something we are going to do. When she gets close to she's going to switch over to she's going to switch over to armor. And I think that what I'm going to say is that she can use restoration magic. She just can't use her destruction magic. Trying to get better at other things, so using destruction magic would just make it far too easy and make it too simple. I see someone crossing that bridge and I'm curious on who it is. My curiosity in this game is absolutely outrageous. One reason why I can never focus on a single task.
Important deliveries to make. No time for chatting.
Courier? I didn't even know you walked. I thought you just imagined you were there and instantly appeared there by some divine magic. Probably the only character in Skyrim that could probably beat any character in Skyrim. The heck? I'm seeing that like little arch. I'm wondering like, because that looks like a statue and that looks like an arch, and I'm trying to figure out what's over in that direction, what that could be. Let's see. So it would be here. There is like something up here. Weird. Apparently the map that you use is like a real world interpretation of Skyrim. Like, it's basically like what you would see if you were like floating high above Skyrim. Like, that's basically how it happens. Like, this is us above Skyrim. I've never really can tell. Like, I can kind of get what they're getting at, but I'm not really entirely sure if I buy it. There's supposed to be that if you have like a dragon that is like breathing fire, you're supposed to be able to see it from that map. Like, it's supposed to be possible. I've never seen it. I've never really tried. I don't know if I believe it. It's one of those things. It's like, do I believe it's possible? Yes. Do I believe it's likely? Not so much. I'll deal with this quest and figure out what's going on. As far as her dealing with vampires, I guess the way I would see this is like she doesn't mind because she doesn't see herself as a vampire. Like one of her goals is to become is to free herself from vampirism. She wanted power, but she wanted power to free herself from vampirism. And little does she realize she's on the path to doing that with this. But I don't know if she has anything against.
Take this and hold on to it. I'll be back for it later.
Another one of these.
Don't lose it.
Slow down and explain yourself.
Snitch or double.
Yeah. I don't really have a paralysis spell. If I did, I'd paralyze this guy. Unrelenting force, maybe?
And I'll kill you. I mean it.
Foos!
We're routed. Fall back. Ah!
Yeah, nope. I'm not helping you. Now, where's the hunter that he stole from? Ah, there he is. Easy.
See someone run past just now.
Yeah, I did. Here's your sword of
Yes.
binding back.
How did you get? I'm going to track down that thief. and Murder
But he's
him.
already dead. I swear, I like only run into that. I usually only run into that once per character, and that's the second time that's happened to her. Being tree camp. Is this where it is? I didn't even know vampires could spawn in this camp. Oh wait, no. Moving towards it. Not gonna kill another giant. While she's capable of it, it's not easy, and I do not want to go through another fight like that. Oh crap. Darn wolves. Ah! Another one. Hey, let's drop a quick save. We're about halfway through this video. Hopefully we can kill these vampires before the end of it. I'm probably going to record another one. We're probably going to go straight into another one after this. So we might see her gain the power of the companions before the end of today. Maybe. Here we go. Let's see what we got here. Alright, let's clear out some vampires. Hopefully we can do this properly. Oh, wait. That was not what I wanted to do. I was trying to press the wrong button. I'm going to put on the Apotheos armor. Let's see, ebony unarmored boots. Looking for light armor boots. Do we have any light armor boots? We have heavy armor boots. We have heavy armor. Not really looking to put on heavy armor right now. Not using magic, so I don't need a cloak. Just go ahead and keep the boots on that we have on. I think we're just wearing Zenithar's boots. Yeah, we're wearing Zoran's boots. And the mage's gloves. We're going to need to work on getting ourselves some better armor. And then, of course, we could probably use this sword. It wouldn't be a problem. Part of me wants to use the ebony sword because I feel like that would make more sense, but again, this is a really good sword. And I was about to say, I've got to fight vampires and who knows what else down here. wouldn't say that I think she's actually not a very good fighter. She seems like she does fine for herself. I feel like this is more of a situation of like she just wants to be better. She feels like she needs to improve. Now, we can't use destruction magic, but I have no issue in using alteration magic to unlock chests. You're definitely going to get this quest done by today. One more. I know there's at least one more quest we have to do before we get what I'm looking for.
Never should have come here.
Another master vampire. Sarah probably wonders if one day she'll ever be like that. Oh, I'm doing this. I'm doing the Falcon's Welcome spell over and over and over again. Alright, why I wasn't doing anything. Vampire armor. That's light armor, but it's vampire armor soon. We're gonna take it just so we have it. But obviously she's not gonna want to wear it. And over encumbered. Great. Where's my Ring of Ancients? Am I still wearing... No, I'm wearing Akana's ring. Okay. Thought I was still wearing Cursing's ring. I wonder if... I kind of... It's a bit of spoilers. But I apologize, but... I probably already said something about it before, so it's not a big deal. But, I kind of wish the companions would say something about you wearing Cursing's ring. I would expect them to say something about that. I wonder if they'll say something about it during the ceremony. Always a possibility. We probably already have Immortal blood. I will be pausing once we get out of here because I'm going to go back to Clockwork and drop off a bunch of stuff again. But I'm not going to leave that in this time. Throw my backpack on. For some reason, I thought I might have taken it off. Frostbite Venom. Interesting. Wolf Queen book. End table. Oh, nothing of interest. It's rags. This is the ash pile of their victim that they brought back, which I think was actually the it's a bandit. I think they were actually supposed to be in here. At least I would think. There's actually a mod that I kind of wish I could have found, which basically makes it where if you die, instead of dying, like if you die to a vampire, you'll basically end up as one of their thralls until you turn into a vampire. And then you have like, or until you're rescued by a bunch of vampire hunters. Then there's like another one where you get trapped in a soul gem, and then there's like a couple of them that are like, when you die, you don't actually die, you just end up in like a situation where you have to like either escape or wait till you're freed. And it's pretty cool. I like the idea of it. And I like the idea of doing it. And I kind of find it funny that there's so many coffins, and yet there was only like 2 vampires down here. Weird. Maybe the companions actually came here and cleared a bunch of them out and then just left 2 of the weaker ones. I know that that's not the case, but it's just the fact that that there was only 2 vampires. Oh, Land Mammoth again. And Curse Splat. And dead. Oh, Skyrim and its physics engine sometimes. Alright, so like I said, I'm going to pop over to Work Castle, drop off all the crap I'm carrying that I don't need, so that we're not carrying around as much stuff, and I will see you guys when we get back. See you guys when we get back to Whiterun, probably back to the companions.
Deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. A letter. Not sure who from. He wouldn't say, just that he was a friend of yours. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Okay, that's the second time we've seen that courier appear and then disappear without a reason. I was on my way back to Whiterun and he ambushed me, and now he's gone. Couriers are magic. Couriers are magic. Let's move on. We're gonna put on Hersine's ring. Not because of anything for a particular reason. I feel like we don't need the magical boost right now from our artifacts. So she's gonna wear Hersine's ring and the amulet. We don't really need Alcano's ring or Savos' ring right now, or Savos' amulet right now. So we're just gonna wear Hersine's ring because it's the only other ring we have other than the Ring of Ancients, and that. But we got a letter, which he said it was just a letter from a friend of ours. You caused a bit of a stir at Broken Fang when you demonstrated the power of your Thum. Not everyone is anxious to see the return of the Dragonborn. I, for one, desire to see your power grow and develop your talents. Skyrim needs a true hero these days. You should turn your attention to Dragontooth Crater. I understand it's hell's a mysterious source of power that can only be unlocked by the Dragonborn. Sincerely, a friend. Okay, so we finally got a letter from a friend. I've been waiting for that to happen for a while. We'll eventually go and check that out. She definitely is going to be interested, but she wants to go talk to the companions real quick, make sure she gets that taken care of, and I want to see if this is going to trigger the quest I wanted to trigger. If it doesn't, we might just take another quest from them and then go look for that thing. We're not going to finish the companions quest.
Hello, child of kingdom.
We're not going to finish the companions quest line anytime soon. I might seem like I'm rushing it. I'm rushing to a specific point. Once we get that point, then we're going to go off and do other stuff. And then we're not going to go directly for the quest.
Skjor says that I have the strength of Ysgramor, and my brother has his... Some people don't think I'm smart. Those people get my fist. But you, I like.
I've taken care of that problem that we talked about.
Another job well done. Your payment is secure, and you have my thanks.
Any more work?
Skjor was looking for you earlier.
What does he
Don't
want?
know. He just said he needed to talk to you before you do. I don't like making him angry, but there is some work for you if you want it.
I probably should go find out what he wants. Wonder what he wants. Did I do something wrong? I already get kicked out. I don't think he would know. Find out.
I was the newest companion until you came along. I guess that's okay. Just means I can show you the ropes.
Ah, there you are. There you are.
Yeah. You wanted to see me? Is there a problem?
I did. Your time, it seems, has come.
What do you mean? I'm trying my best.
Last week, a scholar came to us. He said he knew where we could find another fragment of Wuthrad. He seemed a fool to me, but if he's right, the honor of the companions demand that we seek it out.
Okay, what does this have to do with me?
This is a simple errand, but the time is right for it to be your trial. Carry yourself with honor, and you'll become a true companion. Farkas will be your shield sibling on this venture, whelp. He'll answer any questions you have. Try not to disappoint, or to get him killed.
Right. Sure. Okay. I guess I'll go find Volkers and ask him if he knows anything about this. Still not entirely sure what's going on. Hey, Volker. Go Volkers.
I hope you've readied yourself.
Yeah, you're supposed to be my shield brother?
So
what's that
I'm
mean?
told. Let's see if you impress.
Yor mentioned something called Wuthrad. What is that?
Ysgramor was the hero who started the Companions. Wuthrad was his weapon. He came from the ancient homeland and killed all the elves. But not all of them, because some of them are still here.
Does that make sense? Okay. Why did Skirl call this my trial?
I watch you to make sure you're honorable. If you are honorable and strong, then I can call you sister.
Okay. I guess I'll meet you at Dustman's Crane.
Don't delay, Shield Sister.
Right, I just gotta go turn in a bounty real quick and then I'll be there. Probably a weird thing to say, but
What
I feel
brings
like
you
that would definitely be
find some strange
something that they'd be
creature in
okay
your
with.
travels?
Like she's a companion, but she's still allowed to do bounty work. Probably actually encouraged to do bounty work. At least if I was a leader of a group of companions. If I was leader of the companions, I'd encourage it. Be like, anytime there's a... Sorry about that. Second. I apologize about that. I didn't mean to pause the recording for that.
Except in the Jarl. And don't you forget.
I suddenly had a coughing fit come on.
I serve Jarl Balgruff as steward.
The giant at Blackwater Basin is dead. I'm here for the bounty.
Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward.
Really? Holy
Enjoy
moly!
your visit to Dragon's Reach.
I really thought that it went. Bandits are 100, but giants are 300, and dragons are 500. I didn't realize that even
Old friend.
giants are 500,
Patron of the
or
great
even
clan
giants are only 100. Sheesh. I guess I shouldn't be complaining. She's doing the bounty work because she wants more power and it's good training. Not that it's good training for what she's currently working on, since she's currently working on her skills as a warrior, not as a mage. And that was definitely mage training. Though she is still working on her destruction levels. It'd be nice for her to get destruction level 100. She'll master destruction finally. I highly doubt it would be considered mastering destruction. I wouldn't call it that. As far as what I plan on doing with it, I also noticed that this is the quest. This was the cavern that we tried to go into a few episodes back, and I was like, what is with this place? It feels like it should go deeper. I guess it does go deeper. I was right. It's a quest dungeon, and it couldn't go deeper because, heck, it's a quest dungeon. Could you imagine if she had been like, if they'd been like, all right, well, we've heard about this cavern that's got the shards of Uthrad. Are you talking about this thing? I thought it was just a broken knife. I was just using it to cut up my sandwiches. Could you imagine that a hero's been in there using a knife to a piece of this ancient shard, an ancient shard of this thing that they've been hunting for years, and they just been having it in their backpack using it to cut up sandwiches? I don't know how they'd react to that. I feel like that would lead to a lot of questions and a lot of comments. We are gonna get Withred. I'm probably not gonna use it. It's a two-handed battle axe weapon. Nope. Another one of you. Great. Where's Relentless Storm? Again, dragon is a exception to the rule. Come on, get back here. I am noticing how much weaker her magicka is now that I don't have all my buffing equipment on. I'm actually tempted to take a minute to pause, grab her, and look at her stats. Notice how much more damage. Notice how much less damage she's taking though. Any bandits here must have repopulated. Why this guy's here? Which, speaking of which, let's see if we can go and Thrall. Actually, we're not going to. I just realized that that's a terrible idea right now because I really don't know what will happen to our enthralls once we become a werewolf and it cures us of our vampirism. And that's literally after this quest. We are going to cut this one early. Once we get to the barrow, I'm going to cut it, and we'll be coming back in the next episode. I might do another recording. I might not. I haven't decided yet. I gotta check my recording. I gotta check my memory space. Make sure I can fit another recording. Because the last thing I want to do is get started and have it be that it doesn't have enough. Because I've done that before and it was a bit annoying. Luckily, I only did like 5 minutes of recording before it errored out on me. So hopefully it's not. Hopefully it is a situation where I have enough space for another one. I do want to do another one, but I might not be able to. But we'll be heading into the cavern. We'll be heading in once we come back. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. Later. Another dragon. Yeah, go away. Don't come over here. Dragons. Ish. Holy moly, look at the nights. Look at this. I know I told you guys I was heading out, but dear lord, let's just enjoy this night air one second. What do you think, Flo? Oh, Chris? Oh, wow. Very pretty. I keep waiting for this thing to fly over here. I kind of wish it would. Then we could slay it. You tell him I'm Dragonborn. Yeah, I'm Dragonborn. I get out.
Foos!
Powerful words. Alright. I've eked out this episode enough. See you guys in the next one.